Alright, here we are. My first UFC 70, or my first UFC vid, really. Starting a video blog about just the UFC, and I'll eventually be doing stuff on Pride and the IFL, just because I want to expand my knowledge of MMA, and you kind of got to go to those other things. So I'm opening up to those. I don't have the knowledge to feel comfortable to do a video or even a blog about them. So starting with the UFC, and this is going to be a predictions thing. I'm going to do predictions, I'm going to do reviews, and I'm just going to chat from time to time about what's going on in the world of MMA. And yeah, so hope you all enjoy it. If you don't, fuck you very much for watching, and get the fuck out of here. So without any further ado, let's go to UFC 70. I haven't found any good video compression software yet, so I'm going to have to break this up into separate vids, so you'll see a part 1, part 2, and part 3. So this will be part 1. I'm going to do the first 2 fights on the main card. Chick Congo against Asuero Silva, and Lyoto Machida against David Heath. We'll start with Congo and Silva. Heavyweight match. They're both coming off losses. I really think the UFC wants Congo to step up, wants him to, I think they see something in the kid. What I've seen in him is he casses out. In 2 of the 3 fights that I've seen him in, his three UFC fights, 2 of the 3 he's gassed out in. He won one of them, and he lost a split decision in the last one, which Carmelo Morero won that fight at UFC 64. So, Asuero Silva, his opponent, has not had an easy road in the UFC. First match was against Tim Sylvia, and other than the fact that I hate his ass, he's a good fighter. A little bit of a play it safe mentality, but other than that, he's a good fighter. His record has proven it. And Brandon Vera, who is a definite up-and-comer and has a real possibility of making some waves, and I heard his contract situation's about resolved, so we should be seeing him back in the ring. I don't really care about this fight that much. None of the guys, they don't jump out at me. I don't really care for either of them. I'll be rooting for Asuero Silva, so I'll pick him to win it by rear naked choke in the 3rd round. I think Congo will gas out, and I think we'll get choked out. So that's that one. Next fight on the card, David Heath against Lyoto Machida. Now Machida's got a lot of hype. He beat Franklin. He's the first guy to ever do that. He beat BJ Penn. I know he outweighs him by 50 pounds, but he fought and beat him. BJ Penn's no slouch. He's beating heavyweights. He beat Sam Hoger in his UFC debut. He also has a win over Stephan Bonner. Only thing that I don't like about the guy, everything seems to go to a decision with this guy, and I don't like decisions. They piss me off. It's just, I like a fighter to have a killer instinct. I like him to go in there for the kill. And if you have a lot of decisions on your record, I just think it shows that you don't have that killer instinct, that you will not just go for the jugular. So, but I'm going to give him a chance. I will watch this fight, and I will look at him and see how good he really is, because I really haven't had a good measure of how good he is. I haven't had a good thing to look at. I've watched a lot of his stuff on YouTube, but you don't really get the idea through that. And he's going against David Heath. I like this kid. Of what I've seen, he puts it out there. He's got that instinct to go in for the kill. He's undefeated as well. He's 7-0. 3 wins are by knockout. 3 wins are by submission. So not a lot of his fights go to decision. So we got something here. I'm going to be rooting for Heath, but I'm going to pick Machida to win in a unanimous decision. I don't think he'll knock him out. I don't think he'll submit him. So there it is. So now I gotta stop the camera and go into part 2.